Hi, it's Dr. Laura Griffith Garland from the Charleston Holistic Center. And I was going to do a regular episode today, but I decided instead, being Veterans Day, I would reach out to fellow veterans. No matter your branch of service or the job that you did, all of us had to do some sort of sacrifice for our service. Mine was easy. Some of yours was hard. If you're struggling with PTSD, please find someone who will work with you doing EMDR. Okay. Now, this is the important part. You have to make sure that the person doing the EMDR was properly trained, okay? And there are two key things. First, ask about the training. If it was a weekend workshop, that is not sufficient. It needs to be a week-long intensive. Also, ask about how they use it. If they just set you up and leave, that's not proper. The therapist should be in the room closely monitoring you while doing EMDR. Okay? Also, there is how the EMDR is done. The standard right now is for hand buzzers, kind of like when your phone buzzes, vibrates, as the other methods have been found not to be as efficient. Now, if you're doing virtual, then you can't do that. And the patting, PAT method is the standard for that. All right? So EMDR is the standard for PTSD and actually fixing it. Okay? Now, I understand, though, that some of you can't see yourself seeing a therapist. I get it, all right? There are alternative methods, one of which I know works is a shamanic soul retrieval. Let me tell you a little about this, okay? It is better with EMDR, but again, I understand. When a trauma occurs, from an energetic soul perspective, a little bit of us runs away to keep us safe. Psychologists or psychology calls this dissociation. But from the shamanic side, it's an energetic soul loss that happens. And the problem is when the piece doesn't come back. Then it's soul loss. It stays away and keeps you being reactive. Okay? Look, PTSD is not a weakness. It's a brain functioning thing where it's been conditioned to respond in a certain manner, and EMDR breaks that. It's also an energetic soul thing where part of you is missing. Both of those things, the conditioning can be reversed, and you can get the part of yourself back. PTSD is not forever. All right? Now, some of you also may have PTSD that is not from your service. You still need to get work with that. All right? There are tons of life events that can cause PTSD. And you are too important to this world to let this go on and have a life that is less than it could be. So please work through this. The world needs you. Thank you. And thank you for your service. Namaste.